Party people, can we talk? I just want to know, can we talk? I want to have a quick conversation with you real quick. I had so much fun last night, I figured we come back and let's do it all over again. Hey man, y'all are, you should see what the title says, so you should know what we getting ready to talk about. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Go ahead, drop your sin of the day in the comments. We're gonna have a straightforward conversation, man. I just wanna holler at y'all. Can we talk? Let's go. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Can we talk? Can we have a conversation? Let me hear you sing it. Come on, girl. Can we talk? Yeah. Girl, I want to know your name. Boy, we wildin' out here. Yeah. I want to know, Chanel. I want to know your name. Let's go. I see y'all in the chat. What's going on? I see you in the chat. I see you. Let's go. Yeah, Ian, it gets cold. Yeah, we running it back. Hey, bro, we gonna talk about it. What's good, Joel? Everybody, can we talk? Yeah. If only for a minute. If just for a minute. Oh my goodness. I got to have it. Not really. I don't have to have that today. Something wrong with these folk. I need somebody to give me 5 on it. Who got 5 on it? If you got 5 on it, it's 275. If you got 5 on it, let me know. Bishop, you heard that? Hey, Kevin. They got me tight. They got me feeling some type of way. I had to switch the style up and everything. We going podcast style tonight. What's good, Sally? Got that Dumont Nitro Elixir. That's what I'm talking about. Supremacy in heaven. That Panace White. Back to back. Hey, we going back to back. We going back to back. Who got 5 on it? I need 5 on it. Let go. Y'all know what it is, man. As you're coming in, drop those center of the days in the chat and get started in a second. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Woo! Sound like a party going on in here. That's what I'm talking about. 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 Let's go. I mean, I really want to know, is Chanel being Chanel? Is Chanel being Chanel? Is Chanel being Chanel? That's what I really want to know. We got like a minute left. Let's close out with something crazy. Let's go. Da da da. Da da da. Better. Da da da. Let go. You know what it is. Appreciate it, Joel. Let's go. That's how I'm feeling right now. Turn it up. Y'all hear them Sousas? Y'all hear them tubas? Y'all hear them sousaphones? Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. All right, Southern. Y'all a little bit too crunk, Southern. We're gonna have to pull you back, Southern. All right. We're gonna have to pull you back, Southern. We're gonna have to pull you back, Southern, because Southern, you wildin'. Yeah, man. We got to have this conversation tonight, yo.
You are now listening to the Take Notes podcast with yours truly, Fat Boy Finesse, exploring every note one take at a time. We talk about all things fragrance, the community, and the industry. So if that's your type of vibe, then you're in the right place. Party people, Fat Boy family, you know what to do.
Relax and take notes.
Party people, Fat Boy family, man, I appreciate y'all. We going back to back. Hey, back to back. I was looking dusty when I was at the mall earlier, boy. You know, I had to clean up a little bit. Folks be like, "What, you out here looking crazy, bro?" Hey, it be like that. That's that IRL. That's that in real life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I appreciate it. Oh man, we got super chats already in the building. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you. Yeah, so do me a favor as you're coming in, you know what I'm saying? Drop a 1 if you can hear me. Drop a 2 if you can see me. I had to do this on the podcast side, you know, because I'm gonna probably chop this up, make it live. We push it out to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that, because I really want to have a conversation. Real quick, like I'm not gonna be as long as I was last night. Honestly, I'm gonna try to be out of here before 8 o'clock. Cause shout out to my guy, happy birthday to Maurice, who was supposed to be going live later. So the fragrance plug, most of you know him as D4G. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all still dropping, you know what I'm saying? 10 of the days in the chat. Yeah, bro said 275. I'll wait for the Lattafa Aside clone. Yeah, bro, it's on the way. Hardest HBC. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that. Hey, bro. Hey, I'm glad you backed me up on that. I'm glad you went and got it. Gas and gain. I appreciate that, fam. For sure. Oh, we got beef in the chat. You know what? I gotta get some I think I got some TSC loaded. You know what I'm saying? I tell you what, we gonna make our rounds this year. You know, football season getting ready to get started too. Virtue, what's good, my guy? What's good? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, so we got 1-2s. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, I have been alerted that the human jukebox. Hey, you already know what it is, novice. Yeah. Carlton, I appreciate that. Hey, Carlton, remind me, shoot me a message. I need to make you a, oh, happy birthday, Joel. Y'all shout out to my guy. Happy birthday. Absolutely. And yeah, Carlton, I'm gonna make you a whatchamacallit, you and novice. I'm gonna make y'all add moderators, as a matter of fact. Can I do it right now? Honestly, I forgot how to do it, so I might not better do this right now. I better mind my business. Yeah, I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it after the fact. Yeah, because if I try to do this right now, I'm gonna bug out. All right, nonetheless, let's go ahead and jump into the conversation, man. Bleu de Chanel L'Exclusif. Got a chance to smell it today. I still got the sample card or whatever. You know, we're still on the skin. We're gonna test these 20. I'm like, first of all, 24 hours, crazy. If some of y'all gonna be like 24 hours, yo, if you've watched my review is up. Shorty told me, the first lady told me 24 hours as far as longevity. The second lady, the manager, I think she told me 48 hours. All right. Now, let me go ahead and put this, let me just tell you how I feel. If you haven't watched the movie yet, I'm sorry, I'm spoiling it for you. I'm a businessman. I understand why it's priced at $275. The parfum right now is I think the 100 ml is still priced at $200. That's for the parfum concentration of Bleu de Chanel. So when you come out, when it's taken as long as it has for us to get a flanker, and you come out with something and you call it L'Exclusif, you have to put space in between your last iteration and then the newest iteration. So if I'm selling Parfum still at $200, I got it like exclusive. $25 is not enough. $50 is not enough. The profit margin got to make sense. So $275 for 100 ml. Okay, because I think the 60 ml version of, because Bleu de Chanel is usually come in 3 sizes: 60 ml, 100 ml, and then whatever 5 ounces is. I guess 200 mils. Nah, because that would be double, like 240, whatever. So it's usually 60 ml, like 1.7 ounce, 3.4 ounce, and then 5 ounce. Those are usually the sizes that they come in. And so I'm going off the Parfum, which is the last flanker that we got, which honestly to me is the best overall. The EDP to me is the best versatile. The Parfum to me is the best, but the EDP is the most versatile. At first sniff, I thought this was gonna be the best until we got to the dry down. And I was like, it's not the best. So if you haven't seen my video, I'm sorry, I just spoiled it for you. But I wanted to put that caveat out there because I understand the business sense of this. If you're gonna call something exclusive, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm not the biggest Chanel guy. I feel like they have other L'Exclusif fragrances. Somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong. So I don't think this is the only thing, but considering it's been a long time since we got a flanker, I get it. $275. Now, somebody dropped a quote from EQ in the chat last night where they were talking about, you know, the difference between price. You know what I'm saying? Price is what you pay, and then value is, you know, what you actually get. And the question I really have for you all is, I have several questions. I actually even kind of wrote them down because, like I said, this is more of a podcast style video. But is this setting a bad precedent for other houses? Or is Chanel just being Chanel? Because we know that Chanel does not see themselves in the same light as other designers. Chanel, in their eyes, feel that they should pretty much be niche. They can't help the fact that they sell handbags, clothes, shoes, all these other things. But if you were to talk to Chanel, I'm pretty confident and I'm pretty sure that Chanel would compare themselves and say, we're better than most of the niche style brands out here. You know what I'm saying? And then have we done a poor job of categorizing niche, of putting niche and quality in the same sentence? Putting designer and quality in the same sentence. Now, this is not a conversation we're getting ready to have about clones versus OGs and all of that, because I'm not having that conversation anymore. But I do want to make mention of it and bring light to it, because a lot of times what happens is people hear the word clone or they hear the word Middle Eastern and they immediately associate that with less than great quality. You know what I'm saying? And we immediately say, oh, because something is niche, it has great quality. So we put it in the same sentence. Whereas Chanel would say, we top dog, we better than all of them. And I know there's some of you in the chat and some people that I know, I call Chanel boys, no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? They would say that, you know, but my question is, you know, I'm gonna go to the comments real quick just to see what y'all saying. Is Chanel setting a bad precedent? Because I can imagine, I don't know if there are rumblings of Dior coming out with anything at any point this year, but I can see Dior doing something crazy and being like, well, if Chanel did it, we're gonna do it. Now, I think they would be out their rabbit's mind to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think they would be tripping. Like, nah, because Dior, especially when they came out with 04, I was like, see, y'all doing too much. Y'all trying too much. You know what I'm saying? You just should have stuck with the elixir and waited and took your time and stopped trying to race against everybody. But do you guys feel that major houses could start to push the prices higher for minor variations? Because if you have the Parfum, this one might be a little redundant unless you are a fan. If you are a Chanel fan, if you are a Bleu de Chanel fan, you're gonna buy it. I understand that you're gonna buy it. You don't care.
You don't care. When you're a fan of something, you're going to spend the money on it. And I'm not knocking that. I'm not disrespecting that. This is not about discrediting the people that feel that because of Chanel, because of the brand, is worth me giving them $300 plus with tax. But this is about, does the value match? Because it's a flanker, and I respect the fact. I love the fact that it's a flanker and that they didn't do something crazy, even though every fragrance house has the right. It's kind of like with Versace. Versace, when they decided to come out with Eros Energy, and it was like, whoa, what is happening here? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a true flanker, you know, but it's like, you guys are using the prestige and you're going off the hype of the brand, the Eros brand, the popularity and the success of the brand, to say, we're going to change course, but we're going to use the historical marketing and the success of the Eros brand to push this. Now, granted, here, Versace Eros Energy is dope. I actually like it. I really didn't like it that much at first. I really like the fragrance. You know what I'm saying? And Bleu de Chanel L'Exclusif is not that I don't like it. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around what is unique about this that justifies me paying $275. So I'm about to go to the chat real quick just to see what y'all saying, because I want to know, is this setting a bad precedent, or is Chanel just being Chanel? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this a greed move? Is this a aura move? Is this a they got the Riz move? You know what I'm saying? Or what? See what y'all are talking about. Boom, 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 boom. Let me get to the point. 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 To Jason's point, it's a good fragrance, but I can get better fragrances for $275. I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah, fam. Yeah. 24 hours, bro. The first lady said 24 hours. The second lady said 48 hours, and longevity. Mr. Notice says, Mr. Not Nice, my bad. Your feelings for the new Chanel is how I feel about the YSL flanker, but I'm gonna wait for it to hit discounters. So the only problem with that is YSL are gonna hit discounters, and YSL is never gonna charge, you know what I'm saying, $270. But then again, maybe they might. That's what I'm asking. Does this give other houses, mainstream houses, the courage to start pushing up the price? Because to me, that's not smart. It's like, you were already high. We talked about this last night with LV. You're already priced at a certain point where it's like, does the price really match the value? You know, there's a lot of subjectivity with that, but we understand most people, the average person, buys things off of what is presented to them and what is pushed right in front of their face, because they don't have the knowledge that we have. That's why I always tell people, Fragcom is such a small place. Like, Fragcom has a big impact, but we're just a small dot in the universe of fragrance, because these companies, for the most part, they don't care. It's a couple of us that, you know, have the ear of some of these people and they care, but these, like Chanel, don't care what we think. They're like, bro, that lady, somebody gonna walk in the store, they gonna walk in Macy's and she gonna say, oh my God, this lasts 36 hours. It lasts 48 hours. And they gonna be like, oh my God, I need that. And they're gonna buy it for that reason. They're gonna buy it for that reason. You know what I'm saying? So, Smells, what's good? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Jason knew it'd be good, but $275. Yeah, bro. $275 is crazy work. And exactly, the fanboy, they're already on it. And I'm one of those people, I have no problem disagreeing. Like, my boy Hard Body Fragrances posted his joint on IG, and I was like, bro, I'm not impressed. Not for $275. Like, does it smell good? Yeah, it smells good. And I'm not gonna lie, the opening kind of had me, because I was like, ooh, this is different. this is different. I went to Macy's with no intentions on purchasing. I went to Macy's, and I went to a different Macy's. I should have went to my regular one. I went to Macy's at South Point. I should have went to Macy's at Crabtree, because I could have got my sample. But so I went to Durham. I should have stayed in Raleigh. And so, but there was some, Macy's got crazy parking on, and I was kind of on a time restriction, and y'all saw I was dirty. I was doing some work, and so I was like, okay, I got to make a move. But yeah, like I had no intentions on buying anything, but the opening, I was like, wow, okay, this is different from a typical Bleu de Chanel. But that quickly, and this is why I talk about folks be trying to sell stuff. That's why my first impression videos are long, because I'm like, if you stick to the opening, you're gonna get caught. Because a couple of hours later, hour and a half, a couple of hours later, by the time I'm recording the actual video and review, and I'm sitting here like, by the time we get to the dry down, and I'm like, okay, I'm not impressed. I'm not disappointed. So like I said, I'm disappointed, but I'm satisfied. Like, it gave me what I was expecting. Now, I've seen a couple people talk about it being super smoky. That's not me. I know it's subjective. I don't get that. So those of you who have smelled it, let me know in the chat what you think. Like, I have not gotten like this smoke. Like, I've heard some people say like, it's super smoky. I'm like, y'all are selling. You're selling because it's not smoky. Not to me, not to my nose. Like, and the leather is a soft leather. It's like, it's not even like labdanum, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how much you put in there or what else is in there, it's like, it can go either way. This is a nice, warm, woody fragrance as it dries down. To me, it's more refined. It doesn't push as hard from a projection standpoint. Like, I'm using the Parfum as the measuring stick with this one. To me, the Parfum projects more. Like, this one sticks closer to the skin. And the leather is a soft leather. Like, there's some smoky nuances there, but it's not smoky. It's darker. It feels a little bit richer, but it's not smoky. Some people are like, oh, it's smoke. I'd be like, where? Like, because where there's smoke, there's fire. And this is not, it ain't heat. It's warm, but it ain't heat. You know what I'm saying? So like $275, I gotta be wowed for a designer. And I'm trying not to say just for a designer. I think for any fragrance in particular, but it's like, I'm like, bro, there are niche fragrances. But again, Chanel may not consider themselves as the average designer. There are niche fragrances that is like, well, technically niche fragrances that you can go get for $275. Yeah, see, some niche fragrances aren't even that much. Exactly. Haven't bought a fragrance in a minute. Nothing has impressed me in a while. Gonna grab a cheapie. I won it on my birthday. Vintage Radio. Good cheapie, man. One of the best cheapies of all time. One of the best cheapies of all time. One of the best cheapies of all time. Now, I agree with you on that, Chanel. Yeah, and here's the other thing, because now we done came up with a new marketing term. So we've gone from EDT, we've gone from EDP, now we've gone to Parfum. Now we got extrait. You know what I'm saying? We got extrait. And now we about to be on this exclusive. We're about to be on this limited edition. Because Elixir is the popular, the end of 2024 coming into 2025. People don't even know that Elixir is not a concentration, because you have people out here that are selling it and promoting it as a concentration. And then, like, especially on social media, and you call these people out, you'll comment, you'll be like, Elixir is not a concentration. And they will say, I know. So why did you put that in your post? Like, it's not a concentration. It's an amalgamation, but it's not a concentration. Guess what the new one is going to be? L'Exclusif. This is going to be the new thing. Because elixir is not good enough. Like, I mean, you could have told me Bleu de Chanel was like, Chanel was gonna put out a Bleu de Chanel elixir. They said, bump that. We going exclusive. So guarantee you, YSL is gonna come out with an exclusive. Dior is gonna come out with an exclusive. Like they have, because you got to keep up in the ante. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, Chanel Chanel looking at LV like, shoot, we can make that back. And that's the thing. I can understand. I can understand, you know. I get it. Yep, 210. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm a Chanel fan, but I don't think I can grab this one a little too much. Yeah, and the thing is, we're getting ready to shift into holiday season, ladies and gentlemen. So it ain't gonna get cheaper. It's not gonna get cheaper. It's a brand new release. I mean, like I said, the 15% sale. It depends on it depends on the response from the people. Because here's the thing, because most people aren't going to return it. They're probably just going to do a private sale because people are going to be so thirsty to get it, and they're probably going to make more of their money back. I don't know. Like, because I don't know if everybody's doing the 15%, but like the 15% that she said they was doing, I'm like, what? So what? That takes off the tax? You know what I'm saying? But you know, I feel like it was scarcity marketing. You know what I'm saying? Again, like leveraging the prestige of the brand to command a higher price point. That's pretty much what it is. And so scarcity marketing is, you call it exclusive and you create this insatiable, impulsive desire, like FOMO, fear of missing out. So everybody, they like forget sampling it. I don't want to sample it. I need the bottle. I need the bottle in hand, you know? And then she talking crazy like, yeah, like the bank's not going to charge your card. I'm like, now that's a whole nother thing, because I'm like, why are you saying this to me? Why would you sell something on the basis of you can pre-order it? The bank's not going to take your money until it ships or until you come pick it up. You get 15%, but you got to wait till the 20th. Lady, it's the 12th of August. If you think I'm gonna trust y'all with my card information. Now, granted, Amazon usually doesn't charge you until they ship. They kind of do the same thing, but still, I'm not doing that. Like, if it was a camera, that's different. I pre-order cameras all the time, lenses and a bunch of stuff. And when stuff, and yeah, they don't charge you until it actually ships. But it's a fragrance. Macy's or not, I don't trust y'all like that. Yeah, and this is my biggest thing. A flanker. And that's what I was telling Hardbody. I said, bro, if I'm looking at it in a vacuum of just the fragrance, it's a good fragrance, it's decent, it smells good. I can't say great, but it is what it is. It's a true flanker. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go off the road. They didn't veer extreme left, extreme right. They took, you know, some aspects of the OG and they enhanced some things. They decreased some things. Like I said, I think it's a more refined scent. I think it's a more refined scent. Like the parfum, like the citrus to me is dialed back. You know what I'm saying? And it's more refined. But it's a flanker. And again, that's why I started out the conversation with, I get it. So it's not talking trash about Chanel. It's more so, is Chanel a victim of their own success? Because the parfum is still $200. Now, here's the question. Because again, you can't put it out at $225 or $250 because now you have people questioning, well, what's exclusive about this? If I can get the parfum for a little bit cheaper, I might as well just keep that. Or do you reverse engineer and be like, hey, the parfum is $200. If we did this at like $250, it's only $50 more. and this is exclusive. So we're actually giving you a deal. Or they just know that people gonna buy it just because of Chanel. And just because you got people at the counter talking about it's gonna last for 24 to 48 hours. You know, but there's nothing innovative about it. There's nothing innovative about it. Anything over $200 for a designer is crazy to me, but I guess that's inflation. Yeah, some of it is inflation and some of it is audacity. Cause to Jason's point, you know what I'm saying? Talking about the elixirs or whatever that are coming out. Like, again, the perfect price point for this would have been like $200, like $175, $200, $210. You know what I'm saying? If you want to consider yourself better than YSL, okay, $225. It's all like, we have designers that are already tripping. It's high, but it's like, okay, it's Chanel, $225. Still would have been mad, but I would have understood. I'm like, that's Chanel. But you can't do that because you're gonna kill yourself as it relates to, you know, all your other fragrances. And so I think honestly, they are a victim right now, you know what I'm saying, of their own success. JR, it only sets a bad precedent if the consumers pay the absurd price. So in other words, the consumer will set the bad precedent if the sales numbers outpace that of the competition. Yeah, so how do you feel? Do you guys think that people are gonna buy it? Because people are buying it. People are buying it, like legit people are buying it. Or are our people buying it? You know, is it more so? I think this is genius that you release this fragrance right before fall, right before the holiday rush. So it makes me wonder why JPG didn't wait to release Elixir Absolute, because it would have been better around this time. It makes me wonder, is Dior finna come out with something? YSL don't need to drop nothing else. They're done. Calvin Klein has dropped their stuff. I don't see Armani dropping anything. I don't see Rabanne dropping anything. Potentially, maybe. It's about that time. Maybe they could drop something. Prada just dropped their joint. Gucci, they've already dropped their stuff. That was more so suited for spring. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I think Chanel was smart with this one as far as the timing. They better go. Now this is the big one. Truth be told, none of these brands make their fragrances for us anyway. Big facts. That's why I say Fragcom is such a small place. You know what I'm saying? We have impact for the people we have impact for, but there are brands that recognize what we're doing. But like you said, yeah, they don't make their fragrances for us. They don't make the fragrances for us. Yeah, I think they're testing the waters to see if they can push the envelope. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, once companies start, everyone follows suit. Everyone clown Apple for not giving us charging cubes with the phones. Now look at, now that is crazy because they definitely talk cash. They talk cash junk about Apple for that. And absolutely, they call you crazy. What's up, Wendell? They call you crazy at first. And then they ask you how you did it later. Yeah. Seen Hard Body video today. That's a good question. What designer brand is worth $275? All right. Now, Jason, I mentioned this in the video about Sauvage. It does some Sauvage type things. And maybe it is frankincense in there. I have some other things with frankincense. I just didn't get that. I'm like, you sure you're not referring to the labdanum? In my mind, I'm like, that's what you got to be talking about. Because I did already know the notes actually going to the store. So yeah. What designer brand is worth the $275? Yo, I think LV need to drop their prices to that right there. LV need to go to the $275 number. They need to go to the $275 number. I think they would triple their sales. I think they would. Now, granted, they don't make fragrances for everybody else to feel a part. They make their fragrances for people to feel exclusive. But these $500 and $600 price tags they dropping for some of the stuff as of late, I'm like, y'all have lost y'all everlasting mind, because people, that's like, I seen a video on IG today of a parent, this mom complaining, talking about she spent $700 on school clothes and she only got like 2 pair of sweatpants and like 6 t-shirts. And I was like, that's your stupidity. That's your stupidity. You let your kid, I don't even know if you let your kid convince you to do that. I seen a video of a kid, what's the new J's that just came out? You know, in his mind, there was like 500, of course, resellers. You know what I'm saying? It was like 500, you know, and he was mad because she wasn't gonna get him at first. And he was like, well, what justifies you having a $1,000 bag? Like, I go to work every day. That's number one. I got a job. You know what I'm saying? And then his auntie was like, just get him, but you better make the honor roll. Stupid. Cause now we backwards. Now you rewarding people like, why I'm gonna make the honor roll if I got the shoes? What, you gonna take the shoes? I get to rock these for a whole 6-9 weeks and you gonna take the shoes? Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, it's tough. So it's not like that to me, Carlton, because I'm not the biggest Sauvage Elixir person either. So it doesn't go that direction, at least not to my nose, not on my skin. There are some things reminiscent there that's like, that's why I was like, this doesn't smell like Sauvage, but it's doing some Sauvage-like things. You got to smell it. You know what I'm saying? To understand, you know, what that even means. Carl says, I think that's way too much for a designer. I could get some good Xerjoff and Suspiro, right. But that's Chanel. That's Chanel. That's Chanel. It feels slightly more dark and, like Jason said, reminiscent of Sauvage. Yo, Calentino, did you, hold on, let me see something real quick. Did you post the video a couple of days ago? Like your short? You posted the video, you posted the short a couple of days ago, right? Hey, yo, yeah, that joke got 10,000 views. Yeah, you posted it. What was this? A couple of days ago? I literally, on Everything I Love, hold on Everything I Love, I sent this to my boys and I was like, yo, this gotta be the greatest time ever to post your first YouTube video. I need y'all to do me a favor. I see you got a couple of other things up here, but this is your first fragrance video. I don't know if you're planning to continue reviewing fragrances, but I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to go to Calentino's, if I'm butchering your name, bro, please forgive me. Go subscribe to his channel. Calentino is his name, or I don't even know how else I would say it. Calentino, forgive me. I need y'all to go subscribe to bro's channel. Go subscribe to, bro. I want you to continue making fragrance content, cause that's a heck of a way. I literally sent this. I lied to you not. If I can show it to you, I'll show it to you right now. But I said, bro, this is the greatest time to actually share your first video. Yeah, cause literally, bro picked it up, and you might honestly. This was 7 days ago. I think you honestly had the first review on the internet. The first video, if I'm not mistaken. I think you had the first video review on the internet. So y'all know what we do. We show love the Brooklyn way. When y'all get a chance, man, go subscribe and go comment on my man's video. But
to his point, I do agree that it is warmer, it is darker. To me, it is closer to the skin. It does not project like Sauvage Elixir, because Sauvage Elixir is strong to me. It is not that kind of, but there's a slight nuance there that does something like that. So if that's the frankincense, you know what I'm saying? You know, Jason, I trust your nose on that one. I just love the way clones are making designers squirm and up their game, even though Chanel is one of my favorite houses. Yeah, I don't know. Chanel is one of those houses that I don't know. I can't say they're paying attention. I think they know, but I don't think they're doing anything based off what's happening with the clone industry. Now, here's what I will say. I'm not the type of person that's like, when I see stuff like this, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna wait for a clone to come out. Now, that's not me. That's not me. I'm gonna put this on the birthday list, on the Christmas list, or let me see if I can find 10 mLs for a good price. Or I'm gonna just go get the sample. I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna get the sample. But yeah, if one of y'all come across an extra sample or something, holler at your boy, let me know. I'll pay for the shipping. Holler at me, DM me. And don't send me no fake either, because I will blast you. I will go live and blast you on my channel. Speaking of which, I gotta unblock some. There is somebody that is blocked. I think they was blocked by accident. I don't know. They sent me an email. I did see it. I can't do anything about it right now. But if you're watching and you're the person who hit me up that you said you were blocked from chatting, I will unblock you. I think you got blocked by accident, but I will unblock you when I remember and figure out how to do it. Block contacts. Yeah, I'll have to do that later. It's gonna show me all the information later, so I will do that later. But yeah, I'm not the type of person, you know what I'm saying, where I'm like, I'm gonna wait for the clone. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be hard to clone this one. Like a good clone. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be, if you haven't smelt it yet, for those of you who have smelt this, you understand what I'm saying. It's gonna be hard to clone this one. And it be a legit clone. Because it's so refined. So I don't trust Lattafa doing this. I don't trust Club de Nuit. I don't trust Armaf. If there's a clone company, I would trust Dua. Probably already has something being made, but like legit quality, I think F9 can pull off this blend, and French Avenue maybe a close second. I don't want Lattafa anywhere near this. I don't want Paris Corner. Get that out the chat. Don't even attempt it. Don't even attempt it. Mason Alhambra, bah, don't do it. But because it's so refined, we're talking about a high quality of raw materials or oils, and everybody's not gonna spend the money to do that. I can see Yom and Leo trying. I can see, I don't know if Alexandria will try, you know. Because what's going to happen is I think people are going to get so close to the parfum concentration. This L'Exclusif. Because here's the thing, and I want to be careful how I'm using it, and I'm getting ready to go in a minute. This is still a parfum. I think in one of my comments, I think I said it wasn't straight. This is still a parfum concentration. So the branding is L'Exclusif. Just like Elixir. It's not it's still a parfum concentration. So, but the parfum version, as it relates to branding, not just concentration, I think people are going to find it easier, or have found it easier, to clone that. Fragrances that don't project, because what's going to happen is people are going to try to basically make what we expected. So this is where the clone is going to come into play. People are going to make what we expected. They're going to take the Bleu de Chanel DNA, and they're going to try to add, whether it's the labdanum, whether it's the frankincense or whatever, they're going to try to up the smoke and up the leather. That's what they're gonna do. And so mark my words, watch what happens. We've seen this happen too many times. And it's not that I'm gonna be upset about it, because there will be situations where we will be like, this is what we wanted Chanel to do. So I think if you take that approach, it will work for you. You'll be much more successful. I wouldn't try to get close to this. I would do a remix. I would not try to cover this. I would try to remix it. And I would just take the Bleu de Chanel DNA and add some smoke, add like some legit leather to it, and there you go. Afnan, if you're listening, Lattafa, I don't want you nowhere near unless you're gonna do it with your Lattafa Pride line. Armaf, Paris Corner, whoever. Neeb, you know, you've been rolling with French Avenue. If you come out with a new aromatics fragrance, here you go. Bleu de Chanel plus leather and smoke. That's it. Give us the elixir that we were hoping for. Now, I respect Chanel for not throwing elixir on the name. I'll give them that. Like, from a business standpoint, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, they have that position of empowerment in the community, got us talking regardless. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. You're gonna talk about it. Because of technology, gas chromatography and all these different things, it'll probably be a month. Yeah, it'll probably be a month. And that's the one I wouldn't buy. Wait. Again, I'm telling y'all, wait until you see a French Avenue attempt something like this. Yep, exclusive, elixir, absolute. I forgot. Y'all, marketing terms, man. Marketing terms to make it seem like we getting something amazing. Now we got elixir absolutes. Now you're gonna have exclusive elixir absolutes. Limited edition exclusive elixir absolute. Like, it's crazy. Like, the naming conventions on these joints are getting outrageous. Stupid question, but with designers going up in price, will that raise prices for niche? You know, these companies don't need an excuse. I mean, probably. I doubt it. Right now, prices are gonna go up in general. Yo, I don't know if y'all can hear this music, but this joint is loud in my ear. Prices in general have gone up already for a lot of different reasons, especially including tariffs, and because people have the audacity to just keep charging more. I think raw materials are getting more expensive, and so things, you know, yeah, but I agree. Facts. This is the biggest thing. You do not have to overspend on prestige to smell good. You don't have to overspend on fragrance. You don't have to overspend on fashion. You don't have to overspend on anything. You heard it here first. Before the year's end, Lattafa, Armaf, Paris Corner, French Avenue, Afnan, or similar will come out with a dupe of Lex or a nice twist to it. Yeah. It better, under $100, it better be under 60. 60 right now, you know, like the Joe Milanos of the world, y'all know they pushing like $80. You know what I'm saying? I think Yeoman Leo, their 100 mils are $89. Alexandria, you know, they high, you know, but we're talking about people that are doing higher quality things. Everybody else, it better be fit. We got to get back to the 50 or less. We done got away from that. 50 or less. Yeah. RDZ is niche brand and cheaper and are better than half of the design. Yeah, no samples, man. But I know other people that got samples. Yeah. Bro. See, these are the type of conversations that I have where I'm like, it's so I'm gonna educate y'all something real quick. And I'm not trying to make this a black and white thing. Salesmen are trained on specific things. They're trained to look for specific things.
but good salesmen, which is why I don't understand big box retailers. If you were smart, you would work with influencers, because malls are dying. Macy's is closing stores. Like, these places are closing across the country. And is the fragrance industry going to single-handedly keep your store open? Maybe not, but maybe so. It depends on where you're located. But y'all having these 60, 65-year-old women who are out here trying to tell people that stuff is gonna last for 48 hours. Come on, bro. Did I not just talk about this last night on the stream and in my video yesterday? Where these sales reps killed me at, like, you know, at the Macy's and the Belk and the, you know, Nordstrom is not as bad. Dillard's is not as bad. But for whatever reasons, Macy and Belk, y'all have something against hiring younger people. All y'all do is hire old people. They have a monopoly on it. And their makeup is horrible. I don't want to talk about, because I might be talking about somebody's relative, but there's a particular lady at the Belk, at one of the Belks here. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. Why black people always put an S on everything? At one of the Belks, but in that case, it did need an S because I was referring to it as plural. People, I'm going to Belks or Belk Tyler's. What y'all know about that Belk Tyler's? Her makeup is terrible. I mean, like, it's ghostly. And I'm like, but you work in the beauty section. Nobody, I need to be selling something to you. And I know you smell like white diamonds. I can smell you across the store. But these people have monopolized on those positions. And for whatever reason, the store managers, they don't have good sense. So they don't, and this is how you know that a lot of these fragrance companies don't care, because people are gonna buy what they wanna buy. I'm like, yo, so imagine if people are already buying, point blank period, off the branding and the marketing alone. Imagine how much more money you're gonna make if you actually put people there who know what they're talking about. Then again, they might be afraid, you know, you put a ninja like me behind there, I'll be like, hey, so you can get this at a Fragrance Buy or Joma Shop, right? Like, for real? Like, yeah, like Fragrance Net, Fragrance X, e-discounters. Fired. Yeah, but those are called microaggressions. She was judging me real hard, and deservedly so. I look like, you know, I could have been ready to be like, let me get 10 of them things. Let me get 10 of them. You know what I'm saying? I could have helped you meet your commission this month. You know, because the lady already, and she was like, I'm like, yo, she already told me the price. I'm like, so now you overworking, you know, shorty, because you trying to make this sale. Rock T, what's good? Yeah, you trying to make this sale. You see what I'm saying? They're like a victim of their own success, yo. There will be no difference between designers and niche price wise eventually. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll take a minute, but I can see that. Yeah, agree. I eventually just want it on the shelf. I know, Kevin. What's good, Bashan? I know, Kevin. I appreciate that subscribe, JTB. I know. And I get it, and I understand. And if you're a fan of all of the Bleu de Chanels and you have the rest of them, at some point you're gonna get this. It's just know you're gonna pay full price for it. Yup. Chanel will become the new Creed. They got to put out more fragrances, Joel. What's good, Garland? They got to, I understand what you're saying though, but they got to put out more fragrances. So again, clones have already started. It's about to get real because the prices keep going up. slowly. But here's the reason. Quality is getting better because the materials are getting better. They're hiring legit perfumers. They're sourcing their materials from some of the same places that these mainstream companies are sourcing them from. So they're like, we got a level set. So we can start to inch up. So, you know what I'm saying? Gone are the days of the $25, $30. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's why, you know, even now it's crazy because when you first started seeing a lot of these Middle Eastern fragrances pop up in Burlington and TJ Maxx and all of these places, what did we say? $39. Nah, I can get that for like $25. Now, think about it. Some of these, you'd be like, yeah, by the time I pay for tax and shipping, it's gonna be 39. It's gonna be 40 plus. So I might as well go in and get it now. And some of y'all that live in bigger cities, bruh, y'all Burlington, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, y'all joint be jumping. I'd be like, yo, this man got the whole like every Lattafa fragrance known to mankind is on that rack. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I have not gotten a chance to smell. Somebody else actually asked me about this earlier. So, we don't have it here. So I'm supposed to be going to Charlotte soon, unless Saks has it, but I'm gonna take that trip. Yeah. No smell good is worth $100, but we just love how it blends with our body chemistry. That's why we're willing to pay the price. I'm still not. I'm still gonna get my wife to get Symphony for me though. Hey, so the giveaway is, so there are 2 giveaways. So I just got notified that the other elixir was shipped. I don't know what took them so long. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it will be here. It will be here Friday. So pay attention to Fat Boy Friday, my video for Fat Boy Friday. I will announce the winner of the giveaway for the Dumont Nitro Elixir. All right. I will announce the winner for that. As far as the Yeoman Leo Limitless, I said I was going to do it today and I should have been prepared, but that Chanel joint threw me off. I'm going to do it tomorrow because tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm going to do it tomorrow. So I'm going to post it again. I'm going to post it on the community tab. So y'all pay attention. Y'all pay attention. Hey, Cipro oil. Thank you. Thank you, boy. See some of y'all be knowing. Yes, I don't get a lot of the Cipro oil now, but bro, as I was sitting there, Cipro oil does something weird. Like it plays with my mind. It gives me a headache 8 times, especially depending on how much it is. And I started to get that feel and I was like, ooh, this smells like that. Like I wonder, is this in here? Yes, bro. See, that's why I appreciate the community, man. Cause I almost thought about cutting that part out the video. Cause I was like, man, this is a waste of time. But I was like, no, I cannot think of the name of this. And I know somebody knows. See, I appreciate that, bro. Cause you watched the whole video. The LV colognes that cost $500 plus are the private line ones, though Imagination, Afternoon Swim, or etc. True. But ain't none of, I don't care, bro. Like, I like Symphony. It's not worth the price. Let's keep it a buck. Yep, undefeated. Yeah. All right. So let me go to the bottom of the chat because I got to catch up. Is there a clone of Mind Games Mentor except the Dua brand? Yeoman Leo has a clone of Nate. Yeoman Leo has a clone of Mentor. Yeah, clones getting expensive. 15% off, just buy the small bottle. I mean, yeah. Cause what's that? 205. So what we talking? 175? 175 before tax?
205, 15% of 205 is $30.75. So 205 minus 30, 75. So that's 174.25. In North Carolina, I'm at basically $187. So yeah, I guess so. $187 for 60 meals. That's tough, bruh. That's tough. $187 for 60 meals when I have the parfum. Nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm straight on that. I'm straight on that. I'm straight on that. Yeah. Tommy. Yes, sir. Let me know, Bashan. Let me know if I'm a liar or not when you get your oils. That's all I want to know. You can trash me. You can post you can come back to the comments. You can tell them, say, Fat Boy's a liar. Fat Boy's a liar. You tell the people. I want you to tell the people if I'm a liar when you get them oils. All right. We pay $120 for some 30 mil indie, so $274 is really that crazy. If it smells good, who cares if it's designer? It's just, Will, I get what you're saying, but it's indie. That's the point. Indie fragrances are gonna cost more. Indie fragrances are gonna cost more. Yeah, indie fragrances are gonna cost more because, like, for example, I mean, I would assume that price point you talking about, you referring to Nazar. So indie, yeah, that's indie, but that's indie niche. So imagine, you know what I'm saying? To me, when you have, it's back again, we're getting into business, it makes perfect sense to me from business standpoint. From just a fan, just a smell good standpoint, yeah. Do UK, where can I find samples of Triumph of Bacchus? Argos doesn't ship to the UK? I thought Argos shipped to the UK. And yes, Yomi Leo did just release a version of Triumph of Bacchus. I will have it tomorrow. I had to see this for myself. I had to see this for myself. I wanted to know. I wanted to know. Yeah, I mean, $187, $200, $13, you know, so what, a meal at Chick-fil-A? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's good, my boy? Oh, no. And no, I wasn't saying that because Rackety hits about, so, oh man, not the that was not, I did not think you were throwing shade. I was just, when you said that 120 price point, immediately I was like 30 meals, like, cause T does 30 meals roughly around that. You know what I'm saying? So, will you get Vulcan Bay? I thought about it. I'm not really that pressed. You know, we'll see. I don't know. I thought Argos is like built off the back of like Greece. I would think they would ship to the UK. Logan, I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. Wendell, yes. Yomi Leo has a Triumph of Bacchus clone. So I will tell y'all, I will see how it is tomorrow. I say, y'all bugging. Y'all tripping. Yeah, yo, Jay, like real talk, I've been doing that a lot lately. For real, Carlton, how is it? Hey, bro, but don't like low key. They have the best presentation in the game, but the fragrances really are good, though. The fragrances really are good. The fragrances really, like, they legit are, like, they tell a story. Like, no lie, like they have some very. That's why I'm like, y'all have an inspired by of Triumph of Bacchus. Okay, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out because I'm gonna be like, take this off, take this off, because Argos fragrances aren't linear. So now this is gonna tell me how skilled of a perfumer you really are, because Argos fragrances are not linear. Them things will switch up on you in a heartbeat. And plus the presentation, you know, that's why they're top notch. Yeah. Yeah, thoughts on F9 9 p.m. Elixir? It's all right. It's growing on me. It's probably gonna make more sense. I'm gonna wait till like Homecoming to really get my wearing out of this. I'm one of the few people, I still go back and forth with y'all. To me, it's a flanker. I get more, I don't get the absolute thing. I get the Lamel Elixir nuances with the vanilla from 9 p.m. That's what I get to my nose. Yeah. Yeah. I really got to check them out. The prices were surprising for a clone, so I wanted to make sure I picked the right ones. Nah, yeah. Hey, get the discovery set, fam. Get the discovery set. You get 5 10 mLs for $50. Get the discovery set. You get 5 10 ml, so you can really start to see what you really want. I think if hands down to me, their best fragrance is the Lamar by Kajal. Their version is called Talab. Yeoman Leo, that's to me, that's hands down to me, that's their best fragrance. I don't care. I love everything. They got some good stuff, but for me, and then after that is their version of French Defense, which is Basic Instinct. I live by those, but that Lamar, their version of Lamar by Kajal it's like 1-to-1. It's 1-to-1. Goldfield and Banks Bohemian Lime for $75. Yeah. That's the yeah, that's a good buy. Yeah, that's a good buy. Yeah, that's a good buy. You need that Danae remix to drop. Hey, Danae is good. Danae is good. Hey, I'ma let you know. I'ma hit you when I get it, novice. I'ma send you a message and I'ma let you know. I'll be like, hey, go order it. Go order it. Go order it. Cause I'm like, nah. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me tell y'all a secret real quick. Hold on. I probably shouldn't say this, but it's not a secret because most of y'all already know this. So, you know, Argos fragrances, you can get samples from Venba. You can get like 10 mils from Venba. Here's my thing with Argos. I tell anybody, get the sample pack. I think you should definitely get the sample pack. I think it's worth it. Like, you guys, go back and look at my older video. Like, you get all of the samples. Like, you get all the samples. Get the sample pack. You're getting the whole gamut. If you want, and that's more than enough. If you want 10 ml samples, you can get those from Venba. Here's the problem. At the price you can get from a 10 ml from Venba, if you can catch what we call them dirty 30s. See, I don't talk about this in my videos. This is only exclusive for live streams. If you can catch them dirty 30s on Fragrance Buy, they are normally under, I'm gonna just say they're normally under $100. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So, The only thing is Yeoman Leo is $89, or is it 87? 87, 89, basically $90 for 100 mil. So like, say for instance, if we go look at Argos Triumph of Bacchus. So 100 mil of Triumph of Bacchus at Argos is $245. Yeoman Leo's folks acting up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on, shop. I encourage people just go to Yeom's website and see all the brands that they have, which is crazy to me. So Gladiator, so $85. I would say 90. So $84.99 for a clone versus $245 for the original. So we're talking $160 difference. $160 difference. Now, Yeom does great work. So the question, I want to see how good it's gonna be. Because when you're doing the math with some people be like, yo, why the heck would I spend $85 on a clone? The OG is $245. I say stop buying 100 mils, get the Dirty 30. The Dirty 30 is $125 with Argos. It's not bad. But if you can catch it, so like go to Fragrance Buy, and if something is sold out, put your email in so you can be notified. And so, cause some of that stuff goes. Put your email in, saying like Jumbo Shop, like everybody does it. Like if something is sold out, so you ain't got to keep checking back every single day, just put your email address in so you can be notified when it comes back in stock. All right. And I might start doing something special for y'all with certain fragrances, like with certain brands that I do partner with. Sometimes like I do be knowing when certain things are coming back in stock. So I can, some of that information, I don't care. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get in trouble for that. I can let y'all know. I think they would probably appreciate me telling you, because it's like, yeah, we can get that money. Now, the only thing I hate about that, the dates are not always consistent, because they may say something is available today, like the 12th, and it could have been out on the 10th. So it's kind of a projection date. So it's like, yo, be on the lookout for such and such to come available by this time, if it's something you're specific looking for. But yeah, do that math. So we're gonna see, because again, all right, we're not really trying to collect, 100 ml bottles like that, or calling them dirty 30s. That's more than enough. You still get the beautiful presentation with Argos or whatever. And Yeoman Leo has 30 mLs as well, and their 30 ml is $50. So $50 versus $125, $75 difference. You know what I'm saying? So you do the math. You do the math. Yeah, that blue spell is nice, bro. That's that blue talisman jump. What's up, Keith? Long time no see. For sure. Walt, do you just like the Little Brother Night the Wonder style, or is it just North Carolina? Because every time you send me a playlist, because I need you to send me. Hey, bro. So no, it's bro. His name is Marquez Murray. Marquise or Marquez or Marcus. It's Marquez. So it's either Marcus, Marquez, or Marquise. I think it's Marcus. Marcus Murray. He comes from that Jan Hunter. If you rock with Jan Hunter, a lot of those lo-fi chill vibes, that Ninth Wonder style or whatever. I call them Berkeley boys. Yeah, he comes from that branch. Speak of the devil. Guess who I just got an email from? Whoa. All right, hold on, y'all. Wow. All right, hold on. I'm gonna prove to you that I rock with you. You see that, right? You see that, right? Now, don't y'all be dumb, please. Don't nobody screenshot this. I'm gonna read to you like everything I love. 8:34 p.m. All right. 8:34. This is from the president at Fragrance Buy. I'm literally talking about this. Fragrance Buy is merging with Frag Flex due to US shipping changes. Hello, I hope this message finds you well. This is Gary from Fragrance Buy reaching out to inform you of an important change that will impact how your US-based audience shops with us. Blase, blase, blah. Due to recent US import regulation changes, specifically the removal of the $800 minimum exemption by President Trump, Fragrance Buy will no longer be able to ship directly to US customers starting August the 29th. What is going on? Hold on. So they technically are, but they operate. Yeah, they technically are, fam. Hold on. Frag Flex will be the dedicated US platform run by the exact same Fragrance Buy team. Okay, to what you just said, Linomad. Same management, buyers, and customer service, but fully US based. So I wonder, because they said they were moving warehouses. I wonder, and they said shipping was going to get quicker. I wondered, was this what that was all about? Faster shipping. I'm all for that. Free shipping on orders $149 plus. I don't like that because it used to be $99. So now the free shipping minimum is going up $50. No $800 minimum order requirement. We will pay all tariffs, brokerages, so shipping is tariff free, and what the customer sees is what they will pay. So all the customers will be directed to fragflex.com when they visit Fragrance Buy. All right. So that is, it depends on what you're trying to buy, fam. But yeah, and you just said this last night, Joel, so we talked about this. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. So this is a win as long as the prices stay the same, Keith. Yeah, all of that is supposed to be transitioning, Wendell. Because I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking the same thing. Yo, this is about to be crazy, though. This is about to be crazy. As long as the prices keep doing what they doing and get cheaper. Like I said, that minimum shipping, but I mean, if you're buying on the regular and buying enough, you should have enough points to where I think it's what 100 points for like free shipping. That was over $99. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as the coupon code. All right. Well, I told y'all. We literally were just talking about this. We literally were just talking about this. All right, y'all just had to send a message. Okay. I'm about to use my point. Hey. I got an order I need to put in. All right, good people, because I said I was only gonna be here till 8 o'clock. So I gotta go. We 40 minutes over, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted right now because people is messaging me like, what is going on with this? I don't know. But that's what I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't even know if I was supposed to tell y'all that, but I told you. Is the information? Let me see. Is that public? Fragrancebuy.ca. Now y'all can F it up for me if you want to. Just know I will never go live again. Y'all, somebody gonna be stupid. Y'all can F it up for your boy if you want to. Yeah, Frag Flex, free ship, but them prices don't be pricing right, bro. Some on be all right. But, you know, some on be a little bit overpriced. Like, prime example of what I just said, like Lattafa Pride Brioche Vanille. First of all, it's terrible fragrance, but it's like $44. I'm like, bro, like Burlington is selling it for like $29. And they got too many of them. They got like 100 of them brioche. If you've been in Burlington, you know I'm not lying. They got 100,000 of them brioche vanille joints from Lattafa that they can't get rid of. Don't nobody want to be smelling like that trash bread. None the least, man. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, click the bell to be notified every single time I post new content to the channel. But yeah, man, Chanel, hey, like what you like, love what you love. You know, $275, a little too rich for my blood. For that, nah. If I'm gonna drop $275, I'm going to get something I really, really, really want, and that's not something that I'm like I got to have it. You know what I'm saying? Is it a good fragrance? Yeah, but you know, we'll wait on some other things. But I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? Sticking around with your boy. And yeah, look out for that Yeoman Leo review for their Triumph of Bacchus rendition. Yeah, somebody got mad at me yesterday because I didn't play. No, you know, they was like, behold the green and gold. And so that's what we're gonna go out on. Behold the green and gold. I appreciate y'all, man. It's always a pleasure. It's been real.